Hey everyone, this is Michael from Hustle Sheets, and I want to share with you guys today a template that I created for Facebook ads e-commerce campaigns. This dashboard is really simple to use. All you need to do is go into your Facebook campaign data and download it about once a week and then paste it into this tab over here. And then all of this data is going to automatically populate. So I want to walk you guys through how this dashboard works and some of its features. So it's going to break down all of your data from a Sunday through Saturday week, right? So this here it says December 2nd, which is a Sunday, and it's going to show you all of that data from December 2nd all the way until December 8th over here, and then so forth, right? And then the top left, you can select what date range you want to show. So right now it's showing December 2nd through January 27th, but you can look at more weeks if you want. So let's make it November 18th. Right, and then the data is automatically going to update. So a cool thing about this dashboard is that you can kind of just look at this data and quickly see which weeks are performing better than others. And the way that I've done that is by adding a color formatting to it. So if it's red, that means that the metric decreased over the previous week, and if it's green, that means that the metric increased. So here you can see that the reach started at 37,000. It went down to 28,000, and then it went back up to 41,000. And we can see that very quickly just by looking at the color formatting, right? So it's like that for all the metrics. The only call out that I want to do is that for these two metrics, cost per add to cart and cost per purchase, it's going to be the opposite. So if the cost per purchase went down, it's going to be green, and then if it went up, it's going to be red. And that's obviously because if the cost per purchase went up, then it's bad, right? So basically it's red is good and green is bad. And to the left here we have a little mini chart, and this is going to just give you a quick little view of the trend line for that metric over this selected date range, right? And you can select this drop down menu and click on totals, and then now it's going to show you the totals for all of these metrics over this date range. So I can see that over these 9 weeks or so I spent $5,800 on ad campaigns, and we brought in about $47,000 in revenue. You can select it again and select average, and now it's going to show you the average over this date range. So that's pretty helpful just for seeing quickly how all of your campaigns are doing. Now down here we have a chart that is called revenue breakdown by week, and how it works is you're going to select any week that you want to see, and then you're going to see which campaigns brought in what percentage of the revenue for that week, right? So I can select, so right now it's got December 2nd, and we can see that our holiday campaign brought in almost over half the revenue and everything else was split. You can just select the week over here and it's going to update. So there's only one campaign running that week. We can select all of this and just see where all the revenue is coming from, basically. This chart to the right is going to be a very simple ad spend versus revenue. So it's going to show you your spend versus revenue over this date range, and you can just quickly see how the spend and revenue are correlating with each other, which can be very helpful. And if we scroll down, so everything in the top half of this dashboard has been all of your campaigns combined, right? If you scroll down, now it's going to show very campaign specific data. So how it works is you're going to select whatever campaign you want to see from this drop down menu, and it's going to be basically a replica of this table here, but it's going to show you only the weeks that this campaign was running. So we selected from November 18th to January 27th, but the 2019 campaign was only running for these 3 weeks within that date range. So it's going to show you the data set for those 3 weeks, and you can quickly see how that campaign performed over time. We can select the holiday campaign, and it's going to show us the data for that campaign as well. And here you can select the totals, the average, and the spark line. And then this graph is also going to update depending on what campaign you select. So I can see the spend versus revenue for this campaign only, and so you can see here that we had a little bit of spend and we increased dramatically the 2 weeks before Christmas. And then here you can see the reach, the impressions, and the purchases of that campaign. So that's basically the dashboard. It's really simple. I'm going to make another video to show you guys how to download this data. All you do is create the data once in Facebook ads, and then you can just go in and download it once a week and just paste it into here. So it's a really simple way to see how your campaigns are doing. I'm going to include a resources tab and add in some information on how this works, and I'm going to leave a link in the description of where you can download this dashboard. Feel free to reach out to me if you guys have any questions about it, or if you guys want to see any other types of dashboards or any other metrics. Great. Thank you guys.